and welcome to Good Morning Africa here on Housing TV Africa. Good morning. I hope you are having a great day so far. As always, it is a pleasure to break the day with you here on the program and on the station. My name is Dorcas Chia and welcome to the program.
And I am Fortune Omori. Good morning, Africa. It's such a delight to be on your screens this morning to discuss another beautiful episode on the Good Morning Africa here on Housing TV. And to my amazing colleague, good morning, Dorcas.
Good morning, Fortune.
It's such a pleasure to be doing this
Good
with
morning,
you this morning.
Fortune. You look good,
oh,
I must say.
And so
I love the makeup, I love the dress, and I love the thing with the scarf by the side.
Oh, thank
You're
you
looking so
much.
nice, and the hair.
Oh my God, that's a lot of compliments.
Yeah.
You know, funny thing, talking about my outfit, something funny happened last night.
Oh, wow.
So I took my skirt to a laundry guy last night to iron because we're not having lights in our house. And guess what he was into iron?
What?
A cooking gas.
You don't mean it?
Like he turned on the cooking gas.
Is that safe?
That's what I was asking myself. And he placed the hot iron on the cooking gas.
And you did not run away?
He offered me a seat in the shop.
You are bold, I must say.
So wasn't the situation, there was a gen inside the shop. So I was asking myself, like, there's a gen inside the shop. Has the economy gone that bad that he couldn't get fuel?
That's the question. Is Nigeria that bad?
Gen, like, he turned on the gas and left it on and just placed the iron. And I was just telling myself, a lot of things could have gone wrong.
A lot of things can go wrong at that moment.
Welcome to Nigeria.
That place could explode with a generator, a gas generator in the same space.
That was not
then you have an electronic device again.
Like, that was not even his care at that moment. All he wanted to do was to get his job done, which was to iron the clothes.
See,
he wasn't even...
Nigerians, I think the another name for Nigerians should be risky.
Right.
Because we take a lot of risk in this country, seriously. But like, we play a lot.
It's a lot. I was just playing it in my head over and over. Like, and I actually went in and I sat down, but I was like, a lot of things could go wrong right now. But that's the situation.
I know the economic situation is bad, but a gas
but
to iron you.
Many Nigerians are taking such risks. That was the one I saw. What are the ones I didn't see? A lot of Nigerians are like, would I say, playing with their lives, like just because they want to survive. But sometimes you can't blame them, but you should still blame them. But everybody just wants to survive at this rate, and it's really disheartening.
Well, I don't want to talk much. Cooking gas that is 2 per kg.
Right.
How much is fuel? I'm even hearing that right now people are beginning to use charcoal and firewood in their house.
Of course.
How much is the charcoal? How much is the bag of charcoal?
The price is even increasing, you know. Everything is just skyrocketing, honestly.
Please, we all need to be careful in this country. As much as we want to get things done, we know things are tight in the country at the moment. But
please, your life is more important.
Your life is more important. That particular kind of this what you just told me. That is very risky. A lot of things will go on. You have a gas. You have a gen in the same space.
Iron.
You have an electric and clothes. That place will just catch fire. Anything could happen.
Yes.
Please, let us just try to take things more serious. Be very, very, very careful in this country. Yes, things are hard, but we should not take such risks. Let us be careful. Let us be alive as much as we're trying to survive in the society. Things will get better one day. But till then, let's stay alive. I must say.
Alive, I mean.
And so on the program today, we're going to be the program is packed full. We have a lot we're going to be talking about on the program this morning. As regards the situation of the security situation in Nigeria, a World Environment Day, and democracy, which is by the corner. But before we let the cat out of the bag, let's take the charge for this morning. And when we return, Good Morning begins. Stay tuned.
Good morning again. I trust we all slept very well. And I believe we woke up hopeful, because what I want to talk about is very relatable to every human being that walks the face of the earth. I want to talk about a 4-letter word, and that is time. T-I-M-E, time. You've all heard of the song. I think they sang that song, or whoever sang it like a while ago. Time, not money, oh, something like that. And then there's also the saying that time is of the essence. And they also say once you lose time, you can't have it back. And that last phrase is what I want to dwell on. Now, just think along with me for a moment, okay? From the time you were born to the time you draw your last breath. What happens in between? Food for thought, right? They say from the cradle to the grave. What have we achieved in between? I heard a very respectable apostle say some time back that the human life is segmented into 4 sections. The morning time, afternoon time, evening time, and the night time. And what struck me about this was, and still is, the night time of a human being's life. Because at that point in time, I call it the wrap-up time. You know how it is when probably you're shooting a movie and they say, wrap it up. That is the wrap-up time of every man and every woman on the earth. That is a time where you're brushing up on the legacy you've left behind. That is a time where you're brushing up on the values, the worth, the morals surrounding your life. Little wonder that people that have taken out time to know what essence of time means, they don't joke. They don't have time to waste. You look at them and you're wondering why they're always on the run, why they're always on the move. They have focus. There's a price before them. They have precision. They're defined. There's something they're aiming for, and once you aim for something that is in front of you, you can't afford to be distracted. What are your goals? What are your plans? What are your intentions? Who are you? What are you doing here on earth at this time? Why were you born in this century? Why were you born in this millennium? What do I have to offer? What do I have not to offer? What do I have to give? What do I have not to give? Questions, questions, questions. But if you can take out time and make up your mind to hone yourself, to train yourself through the fire. After all, they say that how can you get perfume if a rose petal or rose petals are not crushed? How do you get gold? How do you get silver if they're not taken through the fire? Why are we so much in a hurry to get to the finishing line when we've not even as much as prepped ourselves? Sometimes we hurry into self-destruction. Sometimes we hurry into calamity. Sometimes we hurry into premature death or undeserving death. Whether it's mental death, psychological death, physical death, spiritual death. But there's a death somewhere because we did not apply time as we ought to. Let's not hurry in life. Let's take out time, and do the needful. What really needs to be done in my life to make me matter? I talked about power. I talked about value. Talking about time. They're all interrelated. There's a common thread that binds them all together. If you take out time to build, don't compare yourself while you're building. And guess what? Whether you're building a home, whether you're building yourself, whether you're building a career, whether you're building a family, do not compare yourself to the next person, be it your neighbor, be it a friend, be it a family member, be it a stranger, be it your enemy, do not compare. It's so dangerous. You are you, and uniquely tailored for that matter. Aside from twins that look alike so much, even at that, I read somewhere that it has been scientifically proven that no human being has the same palm print. That is how different you are from the next person. So why not run your race per time? Take out time and do you. Build yourself and train yourself to be unique. Do not waste time. Because once you lose time, you can't get it back. Oh, I was going to read that book like 2 days ago. If I'd started, I would have been probably on chapter 44. But because I didn't read 2 days ago, I'm on chapter 20. I can't bring back 2 days ago. I can't bring 2 days ago into my reality or into my present. It's not possible. It's not doable. So let's make use of what we have right now. Let's make up for the time lost. They say make hay while the sun shines. Time is of the essence. It's important to maximize time. Because when we get to the latter phase of our lives and we look back, we could say that, that wasn't bad at all. Time. Let's maximize time. Let's make the best use of time. Because in the long run, what you do with your time really does matter. So, as I inspired this morning, I'm going to close by saying, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock goes the clock. Let's not waste any more time, because you still have time to make the best of your situation. Until next time, let's keep winning. Bye.
Welcome back. The program is Good Morning Africa here on Housing TV Africa, your one-stop station for news and updates in the housing sector. And today we have a packed full program. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. And first on our list is the security situation in the country. As we know, security remains one of Nigeria's biggest challenges. Kidnapping, banditry, and attacks on rural communities continue to affect the lives and economic activities in the country, especially farming and local businesses. And the federal government on its own has maintained that it will not succumb to terrorism or criminal intimidation. And also the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has recently reaffirmed that security agencies are receiving the support needed to tackle these threats and secure the release of abducted persons. I must say kudos to the President for that, and for making moves to ensure that security is being restored, security and peace is being restored to the country. But for you as a whole, how would you describe the economic situation? How would you describe the security situation in the country at the moment?
Well, for me as a person, the question I kept asking myself recently is, how did we get here? You know, how did it deteriorate to this extent? I know in the time past there have been 1 or 2, kidnappings, but it's becoming too rampant. So, like, it's too rampant that I started asking myself, like, what is going on? What is that? How did we get here? There was a time it was so serious in Ekpoma. Like, before you sleep and wake up, you just hear that somebody have lost. And that before you sleep, like, so can happen in 24 hours. It was that serious that the next morning, all the transport vehicles were fully booked. People started leaving Ekpoma. Educational activities were disrupted. And, so I'm just like, what exactly? And I think the question most Nigerians are asking too is, what is the cause of this? Yeah. What is making these people take out their frustration or their anger or whatever on innocent Nigerians? Because these people, they are kidnapping, they are innocent, young children. So that is what is just going on in my head
And the
right
sad
now.
part of all this is that, you know, when a society or a country is not safe, or even a state or a place is not safe, it affects that place. Just like you said, people were moving out.
Of course.
People were moving out.
Yeah.
And okay, people have moved out of that community right
Yeah.
now. The market is going to go down.
Of course.
You know, the businesses
they
will
have
take
to
a halt. It's going to affect the economic situation of that particular state.
Of course.
Okay, let's take for instance Benin State as Benin State is the food basket of the nation.
Yes.
You know, I'm from Benin State.
Okay.
Myself, I'm from Benin State, and you know, this is a period of farming period for us.
Yes.
And Benin State have had a bit of security situation for us. I was talking with someone and I was like, "Oh, how is farming this year? Are you going to the village to go and farm?" And the person was like, "He's not going because he's scared. It's not safe and everything." Benin State is having its own share. You know, the communities are being attacked.
Yeah.
People are good. Their life is not safe anymore.
And you can imagine if they are not, if they are unable to go out to work, the food basket of the nation can't produce food.
Provide
so what are we going to eat?
So what are we going to eat? No, we are looking at things like that because it is going to affect the country as a whole. It's going to affect Benin State on its own as a whole. You know, because at this moment right now, we are relying on maybe on imports or whatsoever.
Yes, important. And those ones, the prices will skyrocket.
The price of food is going to it's going to affect everything. So I feel the federal government has started already to put things in place, and I think they should keep at it.
Yes,
they should do more because if the country is not safe, we are the ones that are going to bear the consequences. We are going to bear the impact of everything, especially the economic situation. The economic sector of Nigeria the economy of Nigeria is going to be affected in the long run.
Definitely.
People will not want to invest. Foreign investors will not want to come in because they are not safe.
Of course.
We had the other time where people here in Abuja the estate that has foreigners, expatriates there. The people were leaving, or is it the security situation?
Oh yeah, I
so
heard that
because
a foreign country withdrew their workers.
Yes,
because the country was not safe.
They were withdrawing their workers from the US, from Nigeria, and the US embassy was withdrawing
the embassy
from Abuja here
because
they felt it wasn't safe for them. It wasn't safe, and those are the things. If foreign investors or foreigners see the country as unsafe, it's going to really affect Nigeria as a whole.
Yes.
It's going to affect Nigeria as a whole.
Even with traveling out is, I'm hearing that even at the going for a visa interview, you have to go through a rigorous process of interview, asking you different questions. Just to the screening, it has taken a different turn just because you want to travel and go see the world or for something.
Even when you go out there to those countries, they begin to think, they begin to associate with you because they feel that you're terrorist and everything.
It's having so much.
These are the impacts of this, and it's not helping in any way. We've been calling on the government, and we're still telling them to do more. They're doing good. They should keep at it and all that. So still on security matters and talking about security situation and crime in the society. And we it's been weeks now. It's there from days. It turned to weeks. It's been weeks right now, almost a month when students were being kidnapped and abducted in Oyo State. We've been talking about it, and we will not stop talking about it until something is done. And right now, I'm just asking, what's the update? Looking at the facts right now that in that same, I think the ex-minister of Power, Adelabu, his sister's children were kidnapped, and we heard that it was reported that the children were rescued. Even the building where the children were hiding, and it was also demolished and everything. So there was a quick response and they tackled the issue. So right now Nigerians are asking, they're like, something can be done that much. Yes, I would love to speak in the light, the light of what Nigerians are saying. I'm very happy that those children were rescued because kidnap is not anything you want to wish on anything. You can just say thank God, congratulations to the family, and we are grateful to the people that put in effort.
Yes,
but I like to talk from the point of what Nigerians are feeling. Nigerians feel that this security situation, this response is one-sided. And I have to agree with them because is it because this is someone who is in power and and everything, that attention was given to it and a prompt response was being made.
Yeah.
If something like that can be happen, if such response can be given to that particular
why
family,
can't it be channeled?
why can't be channeled?
Yes.
Why that kind of response be channeled to the 42 students plus teachers that have been kidnapped?
Exactly.
Why can't justice be served?
Still talking about this point you raised, that exactly is what is annoying Nigerians, because you can imagine somebody was saying on WhatsApp some days ago, like someone would make a statement, right? Maybe just tweet a statement, and before you know it, less than 24 hours, you'll see that government has picked them or the person was arrested. But they're like, these people have been kidnapped for almost a month. How come they were not being able? They were not tracked. They are not being able to track them. You can track somebody that just tweeted something and you can fish out the person. So Nigerians are like, what is going on? How come they are not able to track down these people? You can see them coming online. They are flaunting videos. They are flaunting the money they are getting. I haven't heard they are doing giveaway on TikTok. And nobody, no device, no technology is able to track that. They are within Nigeria here. So that's because what is getting Nigerians really angry.
Yes, because right now, but like, the technology has the whole system, the whole system in the world has evolved. Technology is something that's coming. We have technology in the media, we have technology in all aspects of the society
everywhere.
Even the security, the force, there is technology. There are security led initiatives, technology initiatives that can be used. AI has come. There are ways to do these things. This is a case
of serious emergency.
Cyber security is there and all those things. I feel the Nigerian force has to step up. Honestly, its game. They have to step up on their game.
Honestly, Nigerians need answers. Like
if the world is evolving, every aspect of the world is evolving. The force also should be evolving in the technological aspect.
Of course.
Gone are the days where you're going into the bush to go and say,
you can just
we have innovations, we have things, we have apps, we have all those things that can be used. We have those systems, those devices that can be used to be able to track.
So I feel that is what is making Nigerians mad at this point. Like they feel like the government is just relaxed, and we know that the government is working, but Nigerians are like, no, we're not having it. This is not just somebody stole my pen, and these are children. Do you understand? Like the families of these children, like everybody's wondering how are they coping. Little children that they cannot help themselves. Do you understand? So Nigerians are like, we need answers. We need to see that you are doing something. Not just releasing statements, we have done something, we have sent out. They want to see that something is happening.
Just like I said the last time in Good Morning Africa, I said, we don't want to be hearing press statements anymore.
Course, no.
All we want to be hearing is that the perpetrators have been arrested. They are facing the wrath of the law. The children are being rescued. The teachers too are being rescued. They are receiving treatment. Those are the
along. That is what Nigerians.
We want to be seeing. That's what we not just hearing it along, but seeing it. Practical.
Practical.
Security situations are being tightened. Security operations are being improved. You don't want to see tangible actions being done.
It's no. Nigerians are really on the edge right now. Like that is why they would say they would feel or say that government is not doing anything. But I feel like this is
more efforts have to be done. And talking about efforts of what the government is doing. We just heard that the Fed, then they have a deployment of forest guards into several states have been ongoing right now, and we have states like Kebbi, Kaduna, Kwara, Gombe, and some others. They are recruiting forest guards, people to go check out. Well, it's a good one. It's a welcome development. We have to say well done to the government for that. But I keep asking, can forest guards actually improve the security situation? Just going because
I heard a story that some armed men killed some vigilantes and adopted the residents. I'm like, vigilantes that were watching over the residents. They killed the vigilantes and adopted the rest. So I'm like, is there really no end to this? Like, even the people that
have been sent, their lives are not safe.
Their lives are not safe.
Who accounts for them at that moment?
Do you know what is even pissing me off, making me go crazy in all of this? Are the people that are capitalizing on this situation. And I heard that some people, are staging their own kidnap. Like some days ago, I heard that there was a woman, I think it happened in one state, I see Edo State. The woman staged her kidnap, and her children outside the country, her daughters, started appealing to Nigerians. So please, their mom was kidnapped, please, solicit for funds. And Only for them to realize, I think the woman came out to confess herself that it was staged. Then the daughters now have to start begging Nigerians, oh, we are sorry. I'm like, what exactly is going on? We hear of friends, setting up their friends, asking people to kidnap their friends. So it's like people are never making, turning into a money-making scheme. What exactly is going on? Nigerians are not even helping them. That is what is even annoying me. Everybody's trying to see how to solve this situation. Why some other people are like, oh, this is quick money means let us
just look at it. Exactly for me as a person, I frown seriously at people who take light of situations like this. Because kidnap it's not something to be played with. It's traumatic. It's destructive. In every way, it is very much destructive. It is life-threatening. Then you come out,
somebody to now come out, and
so you're trying to make light or make mockery of. Just look at the people that are the students that are still being kidnapped. They're still in captivity. You're trying to make light. You come out because you want to get funds out of it.
You want to get fame, get money.
I think when we get such people, such perpetrators of such acts, they should be dealt with.
They should
seriously.
No, it should be
because it's not a thing to be joked about. No crime is a thing to be joked about in this country.
Because you are mocking the people that are actually in that situation.
What happens to those that are actually telling the truth?
That's what somebody was saying. Like all these false alarm people are raising. By the time someone actually is in that situation and raises an alarm, people will not take them seriously. That is the truth. Because now these people, or like the case of this woman, she had daughters abroad who could solicit for phone, who could even send money. What of people who do not have anybody? They don't have anybody to call. So that you're making mockery of them, and the whole thing is just so absurd. And I'm like, what exactly is wrong with some Nigerians?
Well, we just hope that things get better in the society, and Nigerians too, as in they actually behave themselves, because
honestly,
things like
we
this
need to behave.
and not right. I have to say,
behave yourself.
Things like this are not right. But for now, let's just take a short break, and when we return, the program continues. Stay tuned.
I'm Debbie Erb. I'm the founder of DLE Advisors, LLC. I just finished a really interesting session talking with the audience here at the International Housing Show. I have attended the show before, and I have to say it's bigger. It's bigger and better than it was 4 years ago. An incredible array of opportunities, companies, and new innovations in the housing space. So it's very exciting to be here. Thank you, Festus Adebayo. He's my guy. It's so well attended, and there's so many people here that I know who are movers and shakers in the industry. So I definitely recommend attending if you possibly can.
I am Ada Fong, the former Deputy Director of Housing from the Hong Kong Housing Authority. I think it's a very interesting housing show and conference that brings together a lot of experts and talents and government officials in Africa to explore the subject of housing in Africa. It's a very worthwhile initiative that you do it once every year.
My name is Adeola Olushodo. I'm the Executive Director, Lagos State Development and Property Corporation. I'm here at the Abuja International Housing Show 2025, and this is a show that brings all the experts and all the major players in the real estate sector together. I must commend the efforts that goes into that, the consistency, and everybody looks forward to it, and of course it's well attended.
My name is Dr. Mark Mahaku Joshua. I am the Director General Taraba Geography Information Service. I got an invitation to attend, and I saw things like land reform. So my priority here is to interact with experts in the field, gain more knowledge on how things are done as far as land reform is concerned. The organizers of this event has done well. I at least expect the caliber of people I've seen here. Seeing the people that I've seen here, they have sent out a signal to me that it is not a child's play. We're here that really Nigeria mean business to organize such a show.
My name is Surveyor Abdulgani Ademadibumen, the Surveyor General of the Federation. I want to really say it's a good program. This is the 19th edition of it. I want to say a good thumb up to the organizers of the program and to Nigeria in general. Hosting such an event is not something that comes easy. It comes with a lot of innovation on its own, like the team says, and it comes with a lot of experienced organizers. So I want to say a big thank you for those people that come all the way from far and near to come and be part of this organization.
Hello, I'm Maya Abdel Hamid, the CEO of the Social Housing and Mortgage Finance Fund in Egypt. This is my first visit to Nigeria and Abuja in specific. I've been invited to this housing show. This is my first visit to Nigeria. I've had a good chance to meet with all the Nigerian officials as well as the African ministers and delegations. I think the presentation helped a lot and giving insights to those attending. I also benefited from hearing other experiences from the experts from across the continent and the international experts as well.
My name is Roland Benoba, and this is the Roland Benoba Real Foundation for Housing and Urban Development. Shout out to IIHS. You guys are doing a great job. This is the 19th edition, and I think it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. Kudos to the team at AIHS.
Are you getting ready for another big one? The largest housing show in Africa. 2 decades of relentless exhibition and conference. The 20th edition of the Africa International Housing Show, happening from the 13th to 18th of July 2026 at the prestigious Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria. This premier event is Africa's largest housing and construction expo, attracting over 50,000 attendees in Africa and beyond, thereby giving room for developers, construction giants, financiers, home interiors, mortgage and microfinance banks, drawing from about 21 different countries of the world. Get ready to be part of history.
All right, glad to know you're still with us. And in case you're just tuning in, this is Good Morning Africa here on the Housing TV Africa, and we have been talking about the security situation in Nigeria, and we have delved into it, talking about the recent happenings. And just to conclude that segment on this morning, I would want to say, you know, as much as Nigerians are, will I say, relying on the government, we should also know that the governments, they are humans, and there's an extent, there's a limit to which they can protect us. So we should not just rely on them fully. We also have our part to play. What do I mean? In this present situation of a lot of happenings going in the kidnappings and all, you still see somebody will leave his house or her house by 10 p.m. Not because the person is a health worker, not because the person is sick and going to just to go and have fun. Like, what are you thinking? So Nigerians, please, as you can see, people say nobody is coming to save you. Yeah. We also have a lot of things to put in place, and I just want to like drop 1 or 2 tips that can help us at this very sensitive moment. Number 1, I would say, please, as much as possible, avoid going out late at night. If you are not a health worker, if it's not an emergency, your wife wants to give birth, or maybe you were stuck in traffic, please, now is not the time to go out and start having fun unnecessarily. And secondly, now is not the time to start hanging out with friends. Anyhow, we have heard of situations where friends are the ones that set their own friends up. You get it? So now is not the time to start hanging out unnecessarily. And another important point is, stop giving out too much information.
Yeah, I was going to say that also, you know, like I have to agree with you on what you said. Stop giving out too much information, and as because when you give out too much information like that,
they will know what it is,
and people will be able to harm. And I think we should also be, you know, even in our homes, we need to be very careful on who we let in and all that. Our social media, a lot of things. These are the ways in which people make themselves very vulnerable,
of course,
for attacks and all that. So we have to be as much as the government is doing their part, we have a part to play also. We have to help the government help us.
Of course.
That is it.
And also
be conscious of your environment.
Your current location. Stop giving out your...
If somebody that you've not seen before comes into your area, is loitering around, you need to let someone know.
Yes.
Pay attention.
You see someone just
if you've not seen a neighbor
around.
If you've not seen a neighbor in a while, be a neighbor's keeper. If you've not seen a neighbor in a while, check out on that person. Because that person might be in danger, you don't know. That kind of thing. You know, let's be a brother's keepers. And we have to be very, very cautious of the environment.
Yes, you go out with a friend. Always be cautious. Like a friend of mine now, whenever we go to the market, I always tell her, maybe sometimes, you know, the market road is very narrow, so one has to be in front of the other, and she'll just be walking and she'll just be going. So maybe I stopped to buy something. She wouldn't even have to. I said, please, if we are walking, always turn back to make sure that the person you are walking with is behind you, because anything can happen. So, you know, be very vigilant. You are with somebody, make sure you are always cautious that that person is with you. You go out with somebody to somewhere, always check on that person. Do not give out too much information about yourself. You see some people, like, you enter a public vehicle and someone is on the phone. Oh yes, and that money, transfer it to my OPay, 2 million naira. Oh yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. You don't know who is paying attention to you. Yeah. Your current location, as much as possible, if it's possible, don't even let people know where you are.
Okay. Then coming to a city like Abuja again, which we are having, which we've had issues and still having issues of and incidences of one chance and all this. It's very important that individuals are very, very careful. You know the kind of taxis you're entering. You're entering at the moment. Anytime you stand to enter, and also it's not every time you just go out, and you know there are some specific times you don't go out and you don't take all these taxis. Be very, very careful. Even boats, we are hearing of people of dangerous people being on boats. There was a picture of a man last week. You know, we need to be very, very cautious of all these particular things. I know those areas, specified areas that we have had instance of one chance. I think individuals too need to be very careful and cautious of these things, and you know, be on alert. Don't just relax and just do things blind. Well, just be on alert.
And I want to stress something, like with that point I said, talking about current locations. Now, of course, the best thing to do if you are going out, of course, you have to let someone know. But what I mean, don't give out your current location, like informing the full public, posting it. Oh, this is where I am at the moment. I mean, if you are going out, let someone let someone know, someone trusted, your lawyer, your family. Let them know this is where I'm going. This is the person I'm going to meet. This is the person's phone number. This is the location, the address. But I mean, don't give out your full location to the whole wide world. Please be cautious. All
right. So I'm now moving on to World Environment Day. You know, we were able to. And World Environment Day was celebrated on the 5th of June. And yes, and it's every year it's been commemorated on that day, and it's a day that brings to our minds and brings awareness on things relating to urban planning, climate, flooding issues, and you know, and this year I think they are calling for stronger fiscal planning across Nigerian cities, which is very much important, because it's when we talk about planning and all that, it brings me back to the issue of the Jabi Lake incident. The redevelopment going on at Jabi Lake, and you know, development is still ongoing despite everything that have been said about it, and the protest and the call to action and all that. Well, I just feel this on this particular day, those in authority should come together to see how they can make developments or decisions that will actually favor the community, as much as you're trying to do development, but you know, do something that will favor the country and the community as well. Because look at the issue of the Jabi Lake development going on there, where there are different speculations. We are hearing that it's being turned into a residential property. We are hearing that there's a kind of renovation going on to make the place better and all that, but we need to take it, because if it's actually being done for residential purposes, it's going to actually be very bad, because that's a green area. It's contributing to the ozone layer, the climate, the greenhouse and everything, and you're cutting down trees and all that. We need to put this into consideration, you know, not just Jabi Lake, but as a whole. When building, we need to put this, because if you see a city like Abuja like this, you can count how many houses in a row you go to that you see trees and everything. These things are important. They are very important. But we're not having it. People are just felling trees, building houses and everything.
But some precautions. You don't just go and carry axe and cut down trees.
Okay, if you look at the climate situation, from let's say from towards the end of last year to this year, you will see that there have been a change. You would even notice that on Christmas Day, it was not the Harmattan. It was not cold. You know how it will be on Christmas Day.
You want to compare it to 10 years ago?
I don't even think we had the Harmattan this time around.
The last time I saw let's say like the last 3-4 years ago, I've not been feeling Harmattan. Do you understand?
So you see, we're having climate change. Is the climate the climate system is changing.
Yeah.
And it's not because of anything, but it's because of the actions in
that
the society.
we are taking.
If you fell down one tree, you plant another one.
Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. But a local man who is not should I say, who is not
well knowledgeable on things like
this matter would not know that tree that is standing there is actually doing more good for the environment. All he's thinking is, oh, make I cut them.
I will use that space.
Yes, let's
use that space for something.
Let's produce something.
Yes, these things are there to help us and everything, but we need to take these things into consideration because they contribute solely to the climate and to the environment.
We are the ones that are going to be affected. Of everything.
We're going to be affected. Okay, just look at the situation. It's going to affect. Okay, with the whole climate change that have happened this year, right now, it's going to affect farming.
Yes, of course.
It's going to affect farming in one way. So it still boils down, and it will, in a way, still affect the economic situation of the country.
Funny enough, some things that we Nigerians think are not important. Go to more developed countries. They take it very seriously. That is the issue that I'm having with Nigerians. They just take some things, they just relegate some things. They just feel like life is a joke. You know, some things that we should pay attention to that are actually very important, having effects on our daily lives. They just feel like the only important thing in this life is food, so that you can eat, so far you have clothes over, roof over your head. They don't think, when you talk about what the environment is, now someone like, what are they celebrating?
Well,
is it what are celebrating? What is that?
The environment contributes to everything
so
in the
like
society.
You have to educate them. You have to tell them that this thing is important. It's
a lot. And okay, me, so I want to for me, I want to talk about the issue of flooding. You know, this is the rainy period right now. Individuals have to take into consideration flooding, because most of the times we complain of this place is flooded and everything. It's not a good area. Then we go back to accuse the government, but sometimes we are the ones doing ourselves. Because I saw a picture of something, and that picture had three frames.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw
it. The first frame showed it displayed a guy who threw a plastic bottle and threw it on the floor. Then that bottle rolled into the second frame, so it's in the gutter.
Yes,
and that is what
accumulated. When I saw more bottle water.
Then during the rainy season, it causes flood. These are the things. As much as, yes, an area may be flood prone, or maybe there are no drainages around it, you can do your own part. In places where we have drainages, are those drainages empty? They are not supposed to be flooded with dump or refuse.
Yes.
The drainages are not refuse dump.
Yes.
They are not.
I want to appeal to
they are for the water to flow, because if that place becomes blocked, sorry.
Yes, please. I want to appeal to the consequences. That habit of eating and disposing on the floor, please. I feel in other countries they take it seriously. You can be penalized for that. And back in my state, in all those our local vehicles, those buses, it got to a point that they started putting small baskets. Yes,
inside, just so you could
some people know that
this.
these things are serious. Like my elder sister, there was something I learned from her when I was very young. When I would open her bag, I would see sachet water. I'm like, why are you putting? She was like, she doesn't want to throw it on the floor. She looked around, she didn't see any basket there, so she put it in her bag. So I, unconsciously started doing that. So when I finish drinking a sachet water and I don't see any place to dispose, I'll just fold it and put it in my bag, because you realize it's not just one. You will throw one, another person will throw, before you know it will accumulate and start having.
Let's even leave the fact that it may cause flooding on its own.
Yeah.
There's one thing about plastics and things that are not actually recycled, but things that can't turn to manure. If I may put it that way. You know, I think 2 years back I had the privilege to go cover an event concerning a walk about the environment and everything. And these people made us know that let's take for instance, you dispose of a sachet water, the leather on the floor, or even a plastic on the floor. You will come back in 100 years. You still see
like that
in the soil.
Yes.
It does not decay.
Yes. That's
it does not.
true.
So it's affecting all the chemicals and everything. Is affecting the soil.
That's true.
It's different when you throw an orange peel on the floor, because that will decay and it will add some benefits to the soil. But that does not happen in the case of things that are recyclable and all those things. It doesn't happen. The things that are not organic, those things are in the soil. They're spoiling the soil and everything, and just being there, you come back in 10 years, and you
funny
still
enough, they will still
why not burn it?
Government. They'll say government is not maintaining the.
It's not the government. It's not the government that will come and burn your refuse for you.
It's the government that threw those things.
It's not.
No, we are the ones. I don't know why Nigerians have such mentality. We would be the ones to cause trouble, and we will blame it on someone else. Be responsible for your actions. You know, it's not too hard to ask.
Well, that's actually the truth. So we have to do our own part as a society.
Yeah.
Yes. So any final words before we call it a day here on Good Morning Africa?
Oh, well, it has been an interesting discussion, and I really just hope that, coming to the case of the insecurity going on, I really hope that very soon, you know, a friend of mine, I think there was a rumor that, I think 2 days ago, and the person was like, the Oyo kidnapped children, they were released, and a friend of mine was like, if this news is true, we will go to church and give thanksgiving, you know. So many people are looking forward to that, hearing that news, and I really, really hope it comes sooner, and I really also hope that there will be no more cases of kidnapping, because, you know, every time it happens, somebody's heart rate will just, you know, it's having heart palpitations, it's really a lot, and I really hope that all that is, it comes to an end soon. And
yeah, I really hope so too. I really hope that something is done about it.
Yeah.
And the way we are championing for their release, the government has to do. See, the people involved have to do something.
I
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice, because we don't want this to be the case of the Chibok girls.
Oh,
we don't, because the issue of the Chibok girls just went quiet, and this is how many years after nobody has heard about it and everything.
Yes, let this not be.
So it's just, we don't want this to be a case of
because
the Chibok
it will look
girls.
like the country is not moving forward. How
And
can
it's a
the story
circle.
of many years ago is still the same thing? What are we doing? Is it that we don't have these technologies? We have not advanced to fight it? How, you know, this will be a very, very bad one on our country. So please, she gets that.
This is where we call it a day here on Good Morning Africa, here on Housing TV Africa. That's all till I come your way the next tomorrow with another interesting topic here on the program. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa. Follow us on all our social media platforms, and you can download the Housing TV mobile app and the free TV app on your Google Play Store and Apple Store to stay connected. Many thanks for watching. I am Dorcas Chia.
And I am Fortune Omori. Till next time, see you.